Non temet ipsum produs. Do not betray yourself. The words are scratched into limestone, hidden beneath the Colosseum's southern vault. A phrase erased from every scroll, punished by imperial silence. They whispered it before battle, before betrayal, before emperors were crowned or executed. It wasn't a prayer, it was a code. A mental edge passed only from mentor to sovereign. A discipline so precise, it could turn emotion into a blade, and the mind into a fortress. Before you ever heard the word Stoicism, it was something else. It was forbidden power. You've seen the quotes. The obstacle is the way. You suffer more in imagination than in reality. But those are crumbs. Social media incense. The real Stoic doctrine, the one Rome's elite practiced behind bolted doors, that was far more dangerous. Epictetus wasn't a motivational speaker. He was a weapon, forged in chains, broken and remade. He trained emperors in the art of mental warfare. His real lectures? Never recorded. Whispered, memorized, burned. Why? Because they taught how to become unbreakable, and in a world obsessed with control, a mind that can't be bent is the most dangerous threat of all. Nero tried to silence the Stoics, banished them, killed them, not because they rebelled, but because they were free, even in chains. You think mindset is a trend? The Stoics knew it was ammunition. Marcus Aurelius wrote more than you've read. His public meditations? Just a fragment. His true notebooks contained rituals, mental drills, how to kill grief, starve fear, command the mind in blood-soaked halls. He didn't write to soothe himself. He carved his mind into iron. Stoic emperors didn't seem dangerous. They were dangerous because their minds could not be conquered. And now, after 2,000 years, the lost code is surfacing, and once you hear it, you won't be the same again. They built it in silence, brick by mental brick, no prayers, no gods, just will. Marcus Aurelius called it the inner citadel, a place no blade could pierce, no grief could shake, no lie could reach. It wasn't poetry, it was mental architecture, a fortress engineered to outlast betrayal and empire. He wrote alone in the night, not to inspire, to install. Each line a command. You may break my body, you will never break my clarity. The modern world misreads him. They think his words are musings. They were mental drills, cold, sharp, forged in war and silence. And here's the twist. That same Stoic code is now being used against you. Your attention, not yours. Your desires, engineered. Your mind, farmed like data. What protected emperors, now imprisons men. They sell you calm. They addict you to comfort. They offer mindfulness, but train obedience. You think you're evolving. You're being domesticated. You have power over your mind. Not outside events, but outside events now own your mind. Before you open your eyes, your inner citadel breached, abandoned. And that's why we return, not to quotes, but to ritual, not to ideas, but to installations, because this world doesn't need inspiration, it needs iron minds. So now I speak not as content, but as command. If you've felt it, the fracture, the hunger, the fire, then comment. Amor Fati, twice forged, once to claim the identity, once to seal it. The algorithm will see you. More importantly, so will others. The tribe begins here. This is your awakening. You're reclaiming. The empire wants obedience. But Stoics take the inner throne, and what they cannot control, they will fear. You've been told to chase status, to look powerful, to seem untouchable, but men who seem dangerous are usually not. Men who are dangerous don't advertise it. Real power doesn't posture. It doesn't brag. It doesn't flinch. It sits still like a sword unsheathed but resting on stone. The Stoics understood this. They didn't train for applause. They trained for control of emotion, of reaction, of self. And that's the truth no one dares say. Stoicism was never about peace. It was about command. Cato didn't fall on his sword to accept fate. He did it to defy Caesar with a final act of absolute self-ownership. Epictetus didn't endure beatings for some virtue signal. He did it to prove that his mind was off limits. And Marcus Aurelius, even as emperor of the known world, never once claimed to be free, until his own thoughts obeyed him, not impulse. That's not philosophy. That's mental domination. And that's what you've forgotten. Not because you're weak, but because they wanted you to forget. They want you calm, not clear. Nice, not dangerous. Passive, not principled. But deep in your bones, you know better. You don't need therapy speak. You need an oath. So here it is. From this moment forward, I do not perform. I do not seek approval. I do not explain the fire inside me. I train it. I master it, I use it. I carry hardship like armor. I wear solitude like a crown. I fear no loss, because nothing that can be taken from me owns me. Let this be the death of the version of you that begged the world to understand. Let this be your resurrection, your re-entry into the ancient brotherhood of men who fear nothing but dishonor, not because it sounds noble, but because it's the only way to stay free in a world built to break you. You are not here to cope. You are here to conquer first yourself, then everything else. No more half-truths. No more borrowed beliefs. No more giving your mind to lesser men. You are not working on yourself. You are forging yourself. Silently, relentlessly, unapologetically, not to look dangerous, but to become ungovernable.